Hello? I got the banjo.
I got the fiddle.
You got the fiddle. It's the Fiddle and the Banjo show. Let me make sure everyone's tuned in. We don't need to have this tip jar thingy showing yet. There we go. All right, hey folks, it's the Fiddle and the Banjo show. Let me make sure I'm in with you.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. We'll start with well, first of all, I'm Tony Furtado, and that guy over there is Luke Price. We are safely distanced in the backyard here on 2 different cameras. That's all I got to say right now. We're just going to jump into some tunes. How about the new one first? And then we'll go into Dave's Vein and then Can't Lie Down. way back home again. The road goes rolling on, can escape the pleasure bound. You might buy a little time while the devil's hanging around. Ain't no place to lie down. Ain't no place to lie down. Ain't no place to lie down till the devil's in the ground. Was it really worth the wait? Do you know just what you found? You can't cheat the dealer while the devil's hanging round. Ain't no place to lie down. Ain't no place to lie down. Ain't no place to lie down till the devil's in the
All right, this has been great. See you next time. That was a whole hour.
Wow, that was quite long. That was quite a long little medley. We got a lot of response though. A lot of people talking to us. Thanks, guys. Luke Price was my fiddle teacher when I was 7, and he was 15. That was 20 years ago.
Wow.
Someone
Who's
named
that?
Luke W.
Oh yeah. Lucas Warren.
Hey, Paula. Oh my God, you guys are crazy amazing. Aw. Someone else said that the fiddle and the banjo, who was it? Oh, banjo with Mike Churchill. Banjo and fiddle, hands down my favorite duet instruments. This is most excellent. I love the sound of the fiddle and the banjo, and I think part of that reason is you got the plucky pluck of the banjo, and you got the nice, well, you can pluck your fiddle if you want to, but it's the, it's got the long tones and the less of an edge to it, less of a front, Awesome, guys. Clap, clap, clap. Thank you. What should we do next?
You got the list.
I do have a list. Let's do something more fiddly.
Yeah.
Should we do that Austin Ellis and
Sure.
you're gonna have to remind me a little bit of that because I kind of want to at least try to shadow you a couple of times. Don't give me a solo though.
Okay.
That's all you.
We'll just play it.
I'll play with you on.
Get in on it whenever you want.
Do you got anything to say about Austin Ellis?
No, I just learned it last week, so
Really?
yeah.
But it's kind
It's
of a
been
classic
around, yeah.
fiddle song.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely heard a lot of people play it.
In case you don't know, Luke Price over there, right over there, I think he's over there, not that way, is a 3-time national fiddle champion. He's won other contests too, and He's got a long list, I think, because he's so good. And he does a style, a particular style when he does a contest. You would call it Texas style?
Texas style.
What can you tell people about that?
It's kind of as fiddling moved out from old time and bluegrass out west, just got to be more less of playing the same melody over and over and more of trying to maybe create your own version of the song. So the Texas style guys down in Texas they just each had their own take on every song, and got to be where there's some improvising within the melody structure. So less of improvising over the chords, a little more like bluegrass.
No.
But trying to keep within the melody so that you can still tell what song it is. So
Cool.
it's a cool style I grew up playing.
So you learned this tune last week. Why don't you just remind me of that first part? That's how I got to do it, though, I think.
Fine.
I don't know if I can do it with you, though. I can try.
Yeah, fine.
I mean, he learned it. I learned that last night.
Right.
I don't know. Let's see what happens. And then after that, we're going to do Road to Columbus.
Sure. We've really worked this out here, so.
Okay.
about a double ending
Whoops.
on that?
Just totally bashed the camera there. You guys all right? What do we got here? Mark. Hey, Mark. How you doing, buddy? My grandpa's Texas fiddle singing tugs at the heart. That's good.
All right.
All right. Poway, California. Hey, Joshua. Let's see. I'm gonna move over to the cello banjo.
Okay.
Speaking of Mark Stoker, he had a request for Rove Rally Rove, and I usually do it on the slide guitar, but this is the Fiddle and the Banjo show.
We don't need no guitar.
We don't need no guitars here. So this is the cello banjo. It's tuned way low. That is a special tuning, way low tuning. This is a song that I learned from the great Bruce Molsky, who dug it up himself from probably the Smithsonian or something. And his version of it actually was him playing banjo and singing. I don't normally play the banjo and sing this one. If you guys have requests, hit us up with those because we might be able to do it.
But don't be sad if we don't.
Don't be sad if we don't. And if you have any questions, I feel like we're at a little bluegrass festival or something. We just need a campfire going. I think it's just because I don't get to jam anymore.
I know.
This is our little jam. Okay, let's see. On the mountain, I'll give my horn a blow. Thought I heard my true love say, yonder comes my bow. Rove Valley Rove, Rove Valley Rove, Rove Valley po po, ain't got nowhere to go. Papa give me meat, mother give me bread. Pretty girl gave me one sweet kiss, but the done kill me dead. Rove Valley Rove, Rove Valley Rove, Rove Valley po po, ain't got nowhere to go. Yeah, Rove Valley Rove, Rove Valley Rove, Rove Valley po po, ain't got nowhere to go. Up on the mountain, I stripped me a load of cane, made me a bed on my lasses, my slides of Jane. Rove Valley Road, Rove Valley Road, Rove Valley po po, ain't got nowhere to go. Raccoon is a clever thing, he rambles in the dark. Only time you know is there when a ranger bar. Rove Valley Road, Rove Valley Road, Rove Valley po po, ain't stories high. And every story in that house was filled with chicken pie. Roll, Riley, roll, Riley, roll, Riley, poor boy, ain't got nowhere to go. I went up on the mountain, I gave my horn a blow. I thought I heard my true love say, on comes my bow. Roll, Riley, roll, Riley, roll, Riley, poor boy, ain't got nowhere to go. Yeah, roll, Riley, roll, Riley, roll, Riley, poor boy, ain't got nowhere to go. That is fun. Let's see. Sounds fabulous. Well, thank you. Thanks, Arden. Love your fiddle playing and the banjo playing. That's nice. Could you mention both? That's really, really nice. No questions, just applause and thank yous, and you guys sound good, stuff like that. I'm gonna put the cello banjo aside.
Asunder.
What else we got here? We got, why don't you do Skillet?
Sure.
What key's that in?
G. It's just doing
G. What do you got to say about this one? Anything?
Yeah, I learned it from John Herman, or attempted to.
Who's John Herman?
John Herman, he's a great banjo, fiddle, old-time player in Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah?
Great guy.
I mean, I know John.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure other folks know about him too.
Yeah. One of the most interesting people to sit around with, whether you're playing music or not. He's just always just one of those guys that's a magnet.
I heard this song from a guy named Leroy Troy, who's kind of like a modern day Uncle Dave Macon, with all the flipping around of the banjo and stuff. We were both very young banjo players in the early 90s, and I remember seeing him do that thing. It was crazy. If If ever get a chance, check him out on YouTube. He's got some crazy YouTubes of this song. Keep your skillet good and greasy all the time.
I just got a new skillet at the beach at an antique store, so I'm
Is it
very
seasoned?
excited. It's old. It's Griswold.
It's what?
Griswold.
Oh, is that good?
It's one of the best brands. So very excited. $29.
Wow,
Can't go wrong.
good for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2,
Nice. I like that one.
remembered all the words.
That's a good one.
I forgot there's one verse that has an.
Oh, you got to keep that one in the set.
Yeah,
That's fun.
Yeah. I'll learn the words.
I got my I got 2 different drinks going.
Special beer.
Yes. Should we try something hard?
Sure.
I've got a very difficult medley. I think some B flat tunes. Banjo is tuned to a G normally, and one tune I worked out years ago. Actually, both of them I worked out years ago because I used to go to the fiddle contests and hang out with different fiddlers, and I would record them playing different tunes. And so one of them is called President Grant's Hornpipe. Garfield. President
That's what
Garfield.
you said.
God, I keep screwing that up. President Garfield's Hornpipe.
Was Grant the president? No.
Yeah,
Was he?
he was.
He was.
Yes.
Wow. All right.
And the other one is Nimrod Hornpipe, which has got a great name.
Yeah, my dad used to call us that if we got in trouble. Nimrod.
Isn't it just a fisherman, like a Norwegian fisherman or something?
Sure.
So I hear Nimrod's Hornpipe as being a cool Brazilian tune, so I'm hoping to record it on my next album as a Brazilian tune. Let me see if I remember it here. And then the other one is... It might take me a second. Okay, there might be a couple little bumps in the road on this one.
Yeah. The medley makes it harder. Which one do you want to do first?
I don't know. Let's do Nimrod first.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder on banjo than it is on fiddle.
I have to be honest. You know what that felt like? It felt like getting on a ride at the county fair that was a little too fast, and you had no way of getting off. That happened to me when I was a kid. My best friend Rich, he said, "Let's go on this one." There was no one else on the ride, and it was like one of those teacup rides where there's like 4 carts and there's 4 arms, right?
Oh yeah.
And the carney was like, "Oh yeah, come on, yeah, hop in, yeah." I think he even let us do the ride for free.
Let it keep going.
Oh my God, he would like just jerk it forward a little bit so that our car was spinning. The arm was barely spinning. We weren't going anywhere. He was just spinning us in a circle. That's it. And I was like, wow! That's what that felt like. I couldn't get off. So, anyway.
That happened to my wife. Her dad took her just father-daughter date out to the Enchanted Forest, the kind of weird little place out in South Portland.
Oh, yeah.
And they got on a ride. It was like middle of the day in the week and nobody was around. And they got on and it was I think it was the strawberry one, that you're in like the strawberries and they're going around, or the teacups or something. And it just kept going and they were just on it. And the guy who was running it walked away and they were on it for like an hour, just yelling at the top of their lungs.
Oh my God.
Throwing up all the way home.
Whoa. Wow, that's a helicopters. Let me see. Any more? Let's see. Listening from Franklin, Tennessee. Hey, Franklin. I mean, Linda. Linda from Franklin. So amazing. Woo, can you do Star together? Meryl? No. I don't really do Star on the banjo yet.
You can just sing it.
Yeah, maybe. What else? Okay.
How about you sing us a song?
We could do Molly and Ten Brooks would be fun, like a classic bluegrass song. Let's do that. All right. This is also kind of funny, me playing the regular banjo and singing at the same time. How long do you need to practice these fiddle tunes, Luke?
How long? To do what?
I don't know. Seiji asks this.
Okay. Well, that last song I learned today.
That last song.
And I
Yes.
practiced it not quite enough.
Which, President Grant.
Yeah.
No, Garfield. President
yeah.
Garfield.
I
Yeah.
just learned that.
I felt like I learned it today.
Yeah.
The thing about Luke is he's been playing, it's almost like an Irish musician learning a tune, because when you played so many tunes so many times for contests and dances, you know, there's bits and pieces. It's almost like you're putting bits and pieces together.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Do you feel like that?
Sometimes, yeah.
And I think your brain is a little more suited toward learning a melody quicker. So
Trying to connect them, yeah.
I grew up doing a lot more improvisation, you know, and so learning the tunes sometimes it takes me more than a minute. All right, here's a classic bluegrass song by the great Bill Monroe. It's called Molly and Ten Brooks. Shining sun. The Ten Brooks was a big bay horse who wore their shaggy mane. Run him out of Memphis and he beat the Memphis train. He beat the Memphis train. Oh, he beat the Memphis train. Head so red, running in the hot sun, put a fever in my head, a fever in my head, oh Lord, a fever in my head. 10 bucks said, 10 bucks, you looking mighty swirled. 10 bucks said, Molly, I'm leaving this old world. I'm leaving this old world, oh Lord, I'm leaving this old world. Out in California, where the money as she please, coming back to old Kentucky, got beat with our hoolies, and beat with our hoolies, oh Lord, beat with our hoolies. Women's all a laughing, children's all a crying, men folks all a hollering, old 10 bucks is fine, old 10 bucks is fine, oh Lord, old 10 bucks is fine. Kuiper, you're not riding him right. Must be no 10 bucks, clear out of sight. Clear out of sight, oh Lord, clear out of sight. Kuiper, my son, you give old 10 bucks a bridle, and let old 10 bucks run. And let old 10 bucks run, oh Lord, let old 10 bucks run. Fetch old 10 bucks and hitch him in the shade. I'm going to bury Molly in a coffin ready made. A coffin ready made, oh Lord, a coffin ready made. Well, let old 10 bucks run, oh Lord, let old 10 bucks run.
Where's the bass?
It's so funny, there's a couple places in there where I think I screw up the story. Molly's saying something, 10 Brooks is saying something, and I get in my head and I'm like, did Molly say this or did 10 Brooks say this? And they're horses, and why are they talking? Someone just requested I will, because I did it a couple weeks ago and the stream screwed up. So I'm happy to do that. Charles, so let's see. What's a good other C one after that, do you think? Hartford or Bod's Euphony or Hazel. That'd be nice. That's different. All right, maybe we'll do. It might be the same medley as I did last time. It'll be "I Will," which I recorded a long time ago, early '90s, on an album called "Within Reach." I had there was this little-known singer back in the day named Alison Krauss, and I mentioned to her that I had worked out this tune as a solo banjo piece, and she said, "Well, you ought to get me to sing it on your album." And I said, "Well, okay." So. She sang it on the album and put it on one of her albums as well. She just clipped it from mine, put it on hers. Because you could do that sometimes. Hers sold a whole bunch of albums. Like if my album sales were like, you know, a molehill, her album sales were a mountain.
Pyramid.
A pyramid, yes. But it was good to be part of that. So we'll do I Will as an instrumental, and then go into I think we'll do Hazel Comes Home. Yeah. Oh. You know what's funny about that? I was watching the little feed here, and someone said that it just stopped at some point, because that happened, I guess, last time I did I Will. Because it must be I Will, because it messed up last time too.
The Beatles are throwing your
The Beatles
content.
are throwing it, yes. The Beatles are hacking my feed. No more Beatles, folks.
I want money.
Oh, speaking of money, I would like to mention, of course, these notes are for free for everyone, but if you feel like throwing something into the tip jar, that helps us keep going, with these concerts and stuff. So I'm going to put the tip jar up there right now. If that's that one. That's the one with Stephanie. That's an interesting thing. Thursday night. No. Tip jar. There it is. This one. Steph and I also have Stephanie Schneiderman, my wife, and I have a thing we do every other Thursday, kind of every other Thursday. Our next one is August 6th, so be sure and tune in for that. You got anything coming up?
Not yet.
No, not yet. Nothing planned.
Yeah.
This is fun, though. I like doing this. We'll have to do the Fiddle and Banjo hour again sometime soon here. Let me put that one away. Someone said, could rename it to I Won't. Yes, all right. Maybe we will.
I might.
I noticed it also dropped from like 100 people watching down to 70 people watching, so we must have lost some folks.
Whoops.
What's left here? I think maybe a couple more songs. Let's do that Salt River.
Yeah.
What do you think? Salt River, and then finish with Tyson Stream or something.
Sure, right.
So we'll do this and then, A, right?
Yeah.
Can I hear you? Me and Stephanie and Liam might go hunt down the comet tonight somewhere, because it's a totally clear night.
Oh, my friend said out in the gorge somewhere.
Out in the gorge, yeah.
Figure out where. She said the woman's.
Anyone been watching the comet? Okay.
All right.
Yep. We've woken them up. Well, we're gonna finish with one more tune here, a little quickie. Thank you all for listening to our very first Fiddle and Banjo hour.
Yeah.
Thanks to Luke Price for driving up the street from his comfy home here in North Portland. I hope you guys are still out there. It's hard to tell. Someone said it stopped, and I think it's still going. And like I said, we love to see the tips, because that helps us. Tonight we were co-streamed on several other sites. Bull Run Distillery, who was really kind to us for a couple of weeks here in July, and really nice folks there, good stuff. And our good friends down in Incline Village, Alibi Aleworks, streamed to their site, and also KFAM over in Grand Junction, Colorado. Thanks, you guys, for that. Let's just stream to your sets. And I hope you liked hearing some banjo fiddle music. Let me hear you one more time on this. We're gonna finish with a tune that I wrote a long time ago. This is called Tyson's Dream. Thanks, you guys. That was so much fun. Aww. We will see you next time. We will announce to you when that the next Fiddle and Banjo hour will be. Thanks, Luke. And